What's up, y'all? It's Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and this is my quick review of Bleach Chapter 470. Not too much happened in this week's chapter, but I did enjoy a lot of things about it. First and foremost, there were basically two things that were happening in this chapter. There was the continuing battle between Rukia and Riruka, and then we cut away again to Ginjo, who's fighting against Ishida and Ichigo. But first, let's talk about the whole Riruka and Rukia thing. First and foremost, this is one of the weirdest battles I've seen in Bleach, period. For the most part, Rukia is basically just running around, which, according to Riruka, is actually a devil, even though it kind of looks like a dog, and Rukia thinks it's a rabbit. I don't know. You know, it's the whole wacky Japanese culture thing. Anyway, it's really, really funny. I love the way it's drawn. I love how Rukia is chasing her all over the place, trying to get a hold of her. And eventually she does catch up with Rukia, but Rukia learns that she has the ability to use her Reiatsu, and she uses her Shunpo ability, and that also means she can use her Hado abilities. And she actually tries to pull one off, and it looks really cool because she's being totally serious while she's in this little, like, devil stuffed animal. And she is about to pull off a Hado technique. Unfortunately, because she's actually stuck inside of this thing, it actually prevents it from firing, and it actually fired in the inside of her, what she's stuck in. So things didn't work out too well for her, and it doesn't look like Rukia is gonna, win this battle. At least not now, anyway. We then go back to Ginjo and Ichigo, who are continuing their battle. And I gotta say, when they first brought back Ginjo in this chapter, it looked awesome. I love the way the author is drawing the ferocity of this character. You can really feel it and see it when you're reading it. Basically, what's going on in their battle is they're basically just trading blows left and right. Ichigo and Ishida are trying to come up with a plan, and they have a little, argument with each other like they usually do about this type of situation. And Ichigo is getting ready to battle again, and he's going to use his tried and true Getsuga Tensho, his Rasengan, his Kamehameha, his Spirit Gun, if you will. And, this is a technique we've seen a million times, so it didn't really surprise me that when he actually used the technique against Ginjo, Ginjo himself was able to use it as well, right back. Or either he's able to use it, or he's able to send it right back at him. In any case, he sent a Getsuga Tensho flying right at Ichigo, and it just explodes in midair, and it looks really, really cool. The end of the chapter gives us our theme of the week, which is something that we see a lot in these series, and that is the survival of the fittest. The end of the chapter comes to a close where we get to see that Rukia and Riruka are having a little conversation. It looks like Rukia is about to be finished off, actually. She's having that weird little gun being pointed right at her cute little head. And they're having this interesting conversation about the fact that, there's a difference between being normal and if it's good to be not normal. And it gets kind of philosophical and kind of muddled. But that's where the end of the chapter comes to a kind of somber close with the whole Riruka talking about how they believe in their version of their survival of the fittest. This was an interesting read this week. It didn't really blow me away with any of the action, and it didn't, show me anything I haven't seen before. But what it is giving me, however, are some great characterizations from some of these full-bring characters. First and foremost, I just want to say that I love Riruka's character now. At first, when I first saw her character, I really hated her because she was just the typical tsundere type of character. And I figured there really just can't be that much to her. And when they started the battle with the full-bring guys, and they were all just getting taken down so quickly, I figured the same would be the case for her. But her and Ginjo and Tsukishima seem to be the most important of the crew, and they seem to be lasting the longest. And I think that's really interesting to say. Kubo's artwork this week was really, really well done. Every single scene. I loved the chase at the beginning with Rukia and Riruka. I thought it was very funny, and at the same time, I thought it was cool, even when she was doing her Hado stuff. And I love Riruka's design. Every single time I see her, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being kind of a fanboy. But I love the way he draws the females in the series, in particular Riruka, because, in anime they tend to overblow some of the appearance of females and make them super fan-servicey, but she's not really that fan-servicey, she's not, like, busting out of her top or anything, and that kind of, gives her a little more depth, I think. Like I was saying earlier, I love the way that Kubo was drawing the art this week. In particular, I liked the Ginjo stuff. When you first see Ginjo fighting in this chapter, the amount of just anger and power that he's just displaying is so cool, and I love the way they're showing the huge blasts of Reiatsu and stuff in the city and everything. I've always really enjoyed that, so that was really good. So we had some pretty decent action this week, but a lot of really nice characterization, in particular from Riruka, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 this week. It was still a really entertaining read, and frankly, I can't wait to see where it's going to go from here, because we got these 3 huge battles that are currently going on right now, and they could go any way. This could be the end of this arc, or it could literally be just the very beginning of it, so I have a lot of high hopes for what's to come. Now that you guys know what I think, I want to know what you think. You can let me know what you thought about this week's chapter in the comments below. But I also want to ask you guys a question. Do you think that Riruka is actually going to be able to defeat Rukia? And if she doesn't defeat her, will Riruka actually be defeated and killed herself? You can let me know by leaving your comments below. And remember, if you liked this video, and hell, if you like Bleach, make sure and give this video a thumbs up, as it's going to help our name around the YouTube anime community, and it's going to help get Bleach a little bit more well known, even though it's already pretty popular. That concludes this review, guys. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.